What's up YouTube, Uzku here, coming at you today with an updated Monarch deck list now that the Super Quantum cards are out. These cards have just been released in Wing Raiders, and I think that the engine featuring 2 red layer, 1 blue layer and 3 E-Telly adds a lot of consistency to the deck, and a lot more ways around the common counters of the deck. So let's get straight into it. Triple Ether. She's your E-Telly for your Monarchs. Tribute summon her out. Get to summon anything with 2,400 or more attack and 1,000 defense. So most of the time you're going to be summoning either Erebus or Kuraz in your opening turns, or using it to search out Ukias if you haven't seen it yet. Triple Erebus. Summon him, get to shuffle a card on the field, graveyard, or in your opponent's hand at random into the deck. He doesn't target, so he's really useful for big stuff like Dark Destroyer. And summoning him first turn means your opponent is down a card, which is nice. While he's in the grave, you can pitch a Monarch spell or trap card to add a monster with 2,400 attack or more and 1,000 defense from your graveyard to your hand, so he can just res himself. And then both Ether and Erebus, in order to activate their primary effects, you'd send 2 different Monarch spell or traps from your deck to the grave. I play 1 Caius, just breaking boards. 1 Majesties. I was tempted to run 2, but it's quite easy to search, so I thought 1 would be fine. And 1 Kuraz, finishing off the main tributes. And I still play the Vassal engine, so that'll be triple Idea, which summons your 2 Eidos. You pretty much always want to see Idea in your opening turns, and it sucks if it gets veiled. But you do have the backup now with the E-Tellys and the blue layer and the red layer, so it's not as bad if it does get veiled. Okay, 2 red layer. If you control no monsters, you can just drop him like a Cyber Dragon, but you can do this first turn. Your opponent doesn't have to control a monster for you to drop him. And then when he's normal or special summoned, you can add back any Super Quant card. I think, is it card or is it monster? Let's have a look. Card, any card. We only play monsters, so it doesn't really matter, I suppose. So you can loop 2 of him, which is nice. And you search him off of your blue layer, which you only play 1 of. I only play 1 of because when she's sent to grave, she can shuffle herself back in. But when she's normal summoned or special summoned, you get to search any Super Quant monster. And then to round off the monsters, just triple Veiler. For the spells, 3 Pantheism, draw and search power. Tenacity for even more search power. Triple Domain. I'm not playing an extra deck with this build, so it's a pseudo vanities against a few decks. Less useful against stuff like Mermail and Cosmo, but it's still really good for the attack boost and level reduction effects. I mean, even if it didn't have the extra deck lockdown, I'd still run it at 3 just for those effects. Triple Stormforth. Bumped return up to 2 because you have more tributes now in the form of red layer. So if you open like this and an E-Telly, you can play this, get blue layer via E-Telly, search the red layer, then tribute summon that red layer to trip this off and get your search. Then if you see the second one, you can just discard via Pantheism or blow the first one up with Kuraz, it's up to you. triple E-Telly, summons out your blue layer, and then finally for the spells, 1 for 1. Sums out your ideas from deck. And for the traps I just run double prime. I still like running 3, but I basically just had to make the choice between 1 for 1 and third prime, and I thought 1 for 1 was better in most cases. Just got to be a bit more careful with like sending these to the grave. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. There's obviously no extra deck in this build to go through. My thoughts on the deck, I think it's improved substantially. I'm really happy I got my red layers before they pretty much doubled in price over the past week. I bought them on release for a tenner, they're now 20-ish. So that's good. I'll be doing another version of the deck which is substantially different, at least in terms of play style, probably next week. I've just got something that's coming in the post as I normally do. To give you a little preview of it, it runs this guy, and you'll see why in a week. But for now, this has been Uzku, signing out.